Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk about standards of proof. Even though I think you were trying to troll me, maybe you don't realize that as a trial lawyer, particularly a criminal defense attorney, I have to explain to each and every juror what the different levels of proof are and how to apply proof beyond a reasonable doubt in hopefully finding my client not guilty of a crime. There's lots of ways to do this, but I like to use a staircase or a ladder to show how the different levels of proof get higher and higher. Down at the bottom is reasonable suspicion. Now, this is a level of proof that police officers need to stop your vehicle if they have reasonable grounds to think that a crime is occurring or that you have committed a traffic violation, for example. Next up the staircase, probable cause. Now, this is a standard of proof that is needed for a judge to give a police officer a warrant to arrest you or to search your house. They have to have probable cause in order to take away your liberty and place you under arrest or enter into your home where you have a reasonable expectation of privacy. Once we get to preponderance of the evidence, which is higher than the police need to stop you for speeding, higher than they need to arrest you or to enter your home, but this standard is what is used in civil cases. So for example, if there was a traffic accident, courts will use a preponderance of the evidence standard to see who is at fault. And that is just more likely than not. So 51% is the amount of proof that's needed to determine who, for example, is going to pay money to another in the event of a car accident or another tort case. Clear and convincing evidence, which is higher than reasonable suspicion, probable cause, and a preponderance of the evidence, is the standard that a court needs in order to take away your children from you if they find that you are an unfit parent. So you can only imagine how high that level of proof must be in order to take a child from a home. It has to be substantially and probably more true that you are an unfit parent in order to take your children away. So just think about how high that standard is. And even higher than clear and convincing evidence is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. And this is the level of proof that is needed for the government in order to take away your liberty, to lock you up, to convict you of a crime. So in order to find someone guilty of a crime, they must find beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty. So for a juror, this means that if there is any reasonable doubts in your mind, any chances that that defendant might be not guilty, you have to find them not guilty because the government hasn't proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt. I know this is a little bit different content for me, but I appreciated the opportunity to talk and educate people on these kinds of things. And if you want to see more content of me explaining legal concepts, just let me know below.